Ground in Blender. How do you make it? Who knows? It's a trick question. I know. This is how you do that.
The first way to make ground is by using a PBR setup. These are a set of textures that combine to make something that works well in a physically based rendering engine. You can get these textures free online, make them yourselves too, but only if you have access to the ground. Add these textures into the Blender shader editor and connect them to their corresponding channels. Add a normal map node in between the normal texture and change the color space options from sRGB to non-color for roughness, normal, and also displacement. If you want to use displacement, add a displacement node, connect the texture into the height, subdivide your surface, and then in the material settings, change bump to displacement and bump. And now you have a PBR setup. Congratulations. The second way to make ground is by using photoscans. You ever see those Unreal Engine videos and wonder, how the hell do they make those rocks? It's a trick, they're messing with you, they don't make anything, they're real rocks. They've been stolen and digitalized and reused to hell. You could almost call them rock stars. Okay, no, it's not a big deal. Making stuff like this is called photoscanning. You take a bunch of pictures of a subject, usually spinning around it like a bit of a lunatic, and then you put it into a program that makes it into a 3D model. This will get you more detail than a PBR setup, but usually takes more time to create, which is, kind of the usual trade-off. I've made a pack of optimized ground and nature scans, which is on my Patreon. Subtle promotion, please give me money. So although I'm saying this, there are a lot of resources online on how to make your own, and I really recommend it. It's a lot of fun. So let's run through how to use some photoscans to make some really good ground in a simple scene. So I've got a simple scene here, literally just a flat plane and a mysterious hole. Anyway, you'll need some ground photoscans for this. These ones are pretty good, not biased. Give it a scatter on surface modifier. It's a built-in geometry node system that comes with Blender, and it scatters things on a surface. You need a base of ground, so select your ground assets, put them into a collection, name it ground, or anything else, I don't care. In the scanner modifier, select collection and select the ground collection. Things will go crazy, this is because Blender hates you. Click the pick instances box and it will solve this problem. In the transform settings, adjust scale to your liking, and once you've got a scale you like, go to density and slide it up. Check the randomize box, and in the Z rotation, change 0 to 360. Don't bother touching anything else other than maybe scale, but most of the other really obvious repetition will be hidden by the next few layers. I'll add another scatter on surface and select this root scan. Adding more photoscans will add more variation and detail. I'm going to copy most of the same settings as before, but this time adjusting the surface offset, which will let me occlude more or less of the mesh depending on how much of it I want poking up from the ground. One more scanner modifier for the plants. I'll make a plant collection and put them in there, adjusting settings like before, and I've got a plane full of detailed, interesting, varied ground, perfect for showing off to friends or building data centers on top of. It's your freedom. But the one thing that is tricky is this doesn't work incredibly well on curved surfaces. So right now there's a bunch of stuff covering up the hole. You need to get weight painting masks working with this modifier. To do that, you first need to go to vertex groups and press the add button. Once you've done that, go to distribution masks on the modifier. Click the button that looks like the Norwegian flag if they had a Blender rebrand, and type group. Go to weight paint mode. Now you can paint on the mesh to control where the ground is distributed. Do this on all the modifiers and then paint it on so there aren't any overhanging meshes, basically leaving a gap for the hole. Add a plane above the hole. Okay, I'll start, that's the last one. Give the plane a whole bunch of subdivisions. From here, take some ground assets and manually scatter them on top of it. Once you have that, add some more variation to it. I've added a leaf as well. Select all of them, and making sure they aren't instances, Ctrl J to join them into one mesh. Give this new mesh a surface deform modifier. Select the plane and press bind. Give the plane a shrink wrap modifier and select the original surface. Change the wrap method to project, tick negative so it stretches in the negative axis. This will deform the scans to fit the original surface. An issue that I've gotten here are some horribly stretchy faces. I'm going to use my brain to fix this and delete them and pretend I didn't see it in the first place. Because it's majorly deforming the meshes downwards, there'll be some stretching issues. Apply the surface deform modifier. Now you can delete the plane. Go into edit mode, and by pressing L to select individual photoscans, duplicate them and place them on the sides of the walls to hide some of the obvious stretching. To fix this further, you can go back into weight paint mode and repaint the walls a little bit. Doing this carefully should give you a mostly seamless look. From here, I'll unhide everything so you can see it fits nicely back into the original scatterings. And there you go. Good ground. It's really easy and effective stuff.